All right, y'all. So I just got out from seeing the new Mortal Kombat movie, Mortal Kombat 2, and I had me a fun time. Had me a fun time. The characters were great. The fight scenes were on point most of the time. And there's very little storyline and a lot of action. I mean, to be fair, it's Mortal Kombat and it's basically based off of winning 10 tournaments in a row and then taking over a realm. So there's very little storyline in the actual video game. So that's how I expect the movie to go. And it did go that way. And that was my absolute favorite part, to be honest with you. The characters, um, of course, we're gonna compare it to the first Mortal Kombat and Annihilation. So I'm gonna tell you right now, new Shao Kahn, dude, boy. You remember how when we were watching Mortal Kombat right before this one, and Sub Zero was just annihilating everybody, and we like, yeah, dang, Sub Zero ain't this good in the game. That's how Shao Kahn is in the sequel. This Shao Kahn, man, he taking on all comers. He not really much for the chit chat. I mean, he's got maybe one little weakness for his adopted daughter Kitana, but other than that, he taking on everybody. No mercy. It's fatalities and whew, that dude is tough. Got the whole shoulder going on. I love that part. He's pretty much all hammer, all power moves, and that's pretty much Shao Kahn. Basically, what I'm saying is this new Shao Kahn, he is better. He is better than the Shao Kahn we had before, by far. Okay, Martin did a great job as Shao Kahn here. The only tiniest gripe I could possibly have about this Shao Kahn is Martin's accent kind of creeped in sometimes, and where does Shao Kahn from Outworld get an accent from? I mean, where does it happen? But other than that, it's a perfect Shao Kahn, absolutely perfect. I loved it. He did his job almost perfectly. Kitana. Now I'll say this. I'll say I like the old Kitana more, but I'm not about to lie to y'all. New Kitana got way better hands. Her fight scenes are better. The new Kitana, she is good. Okay, no real complaints. But if I had to choose, I'd choose old Kitana. But the new one that we got, we got a good Kitana now. That chick, she is great. You can tell she got heart, but when it comes down to it, to pull that trigger, to do the fatality, she gonna do it. Okay? You can tell she is now from Outworld. Got a lot of Adenia inside of her, but that's an outgirl. That's an Outworld chick now. Okay? She'll pull the trigger if she has to. I like the new Kitana. Um Sindel, she did her job. No complaints there. Sonya, same thing. I like Sonya, Jax, and Johnny Cage's bro moments that they have. They're pretty hilarious together. Speaking of hilarious, Kano's moments with Johnny Cage. Oh my gosh, so funny, so funny. Kano's a little bit funnier, but with the jokes and references that we have in our world that he's bringing to Mortal Kombat, it's so funny the way Kano interacts with everybody. It's good. But speaking of Johnny Cage, I can see why they chose Carl Urban to do it. I can see why, because he can do the acting portion. All I'm saying is, if you would have chose The Miz, he probably would have done better. But Carl Urban, okay, he did a great job as Johnny Cage. Even taught you little life lessons with the whole perspective thing. And pretty much Johnny Cage teaches you, you have to find out who you really are. When you find out who you really are, that's when you get your power. Okay? When you own who you really are, whether it be the last dragon, whether it be a princess, a consort, a con, an actor, a con artist, own who you really are. When you do that, that's when your real power comes in. And I thought that was a pretty good moment for Johnny Cage uh in the movie. That was good. That was good. Uh we got a little bit of elements from the new Mortal Kombat when they redid the whole series, and now we got scenery that's more new age Mortal Kombat, and we got Revenant mentions in this one. I like that part. I like how they mixed old Mortal Kombat and new Mortal Kombat together for this movie, and it worked out pretty well for me. Where the Tarkatans live, it's more new age Mortal Kombat than anything, and that was some nice scenery there. But Outworld, I like old Outworld better. I'm sorry, I like the purple. I know Ed Boon, he wants to move beyond the purple, but I like the purple so much. I like old Outworld better. But we on new Outworld now, and yeah, new Outworld is as it is in the new Mortal Kombat games, and Edenia looks pretty. And depending on who you are, even the Nether Realm can look pretty if you have a strong enough will, like Scorpion says. Speaking of, Sonata did a great job. Once again, Sonata did a great job as Scorpion, but on the flip side, Noob Saibot, who I showed up for, because listen, let me tell you something. In this household, we support Lin Kuei. We don't support Shira Ryu, okay? And where I'm at, okay, my place, we support Lin Kuei. We support Baihan in all the choices that he does. Good job, Baihan. You had to do that to those people. You had to. And I agree with it. Anyway, point is, him as Noob, that's the smallest gripe I have with the film. I felt like you got Joe Towsome as Noob Saibot. You could have done better. I know that guy got hands. I watched Warrior. I know he could provide better fight scenes for Noob Saibot. In the trash talk, he should have did so much more trash talk. Anybody who's played the new Mortal Kombat games, they know Noob Saibot talks almost the most trash. It's hard to find anybody in Mortal Kombat who talks more trash talk than Noob Saibot. And it was barely there in the game. I mean, in the movie, it was barely there. And I thought he should have done more trash talk. His fight scene should have been better. And that's just the smallest little gripe I have with the movie. But like I said, my favorite part of the movie is that there's very little storyline and there's a whole lot of action. A lot of fight scenes. We jump right into the tournament. There is no getting prepared for it. We're jumping right into the fights, and they got right to it. Like as soon as the movie started, the tournament's here. We're getting Johnny Cage. We're taking him from his Earth. We're bringing him to Earth Realm. You in the tournament now. They got right to it, and I love that part. I like that part. That was my favorite part. They're getting right to the action. That's what I expect from a Mortal Kombat movie. I like that. The sequel, it did a good job. It did a good job. I had a lot of fun. The deaths in the movie, oof, they hurt. They hurt. Some of them, oh my gosh, man. Even the people that they brought back from the dead, oof. Oh my gosh, man. There was one so sad. So sad. When you watch the movie, one of them, oh my gosh, it was so sad. I'll tell you this though. Liu Kang, boy, it's hard to outdo him in fighting. I don't care what he says. He is the one. He is the one. That guy has got so much hands, so much grit. It's hard to keep him down. It really is. Jax, he did his job. He was super brave. I'm not saying he's better than the Jax back in Annihilation, but the Jax we got now, yeah, I got no complaints. He does his job. It was all good. But yeah, the characters were great. The fight scenes, for some of them, I had to stretch my imagination. My imagination had to do a little bit of the work because I can tell that there was a lot of wire work with some of the people. But for the most part, just like 80% of the people, they had great fight scenes. And that's what really counts in a Mortal Kombat movie. So the fight scenes were good. The scenery was pretty nice. In some cases, the first one was better. Uh, I like the very first rating that we got for Mortal Kombat. The very first one kind of laughs at inappropriate moments. I like that guy. The dude from Fortress. I like him. The rating we got now. I mean, I guess he does his job. He does good enough. But yeah, it was all in all a great movie. If I had to give it a grade, I'd say it's 7 out of 10. I'd say it's a 7 out of 10. I had me a great time. I got in full cosplay. I scared a couple kids. Scared a lot of parents because when you dress up as Noob Saibot and they don't know that the Mortal Kombat movie is out, now you just dressed up as a freaking ninja and you walking through Walmart and nobody knows what you're gonna do. But had me a good time watching the movie. It was good. It's a worthy sequel, and if the rumors are correct, Mortal Kombat 3 should be even better. They already working on it. Hey, do better with Noob Saibot, okay? That's all I ask. Do better with Noob Saibot, and I look forward to Mortal Kombat 3. Because Mortal Kombat 2, it was good. That was a worthy sequel. Good job, everybody. Good job.